everybody, and welcome to Parks Bros. It's Drew here, and I am back at SeaWorld San Diego today for a special holiday preview tonight. But today, we are going to be riding Manta a heck of a lot, as well as checking out a bunch of the other decorations that will be around the park, just like all of these new decorations out next to the entrance. And of course, our Emperor update is up. You can check that out right here if you'd like. Lots of crazy things happening. We actually just spent about 30 minutes over there. But let's go eat some food or ride Manta, one of the two, or both at the same time. Not at the same time, that doesn't work. Decorations in, especially for Coca-Cola, it would seem. How very festive. But nice Christmas trees everywhere, as well as statues. And of course, they have tons of food, and we will be checking a lot of that out tonight. This apparently is a Christmas gift shop, which is great to see. If you need any ornaments or anything. Speaking of which, I actually get a free ornament tonight. And speaking of Christmas trees, look at the sky tower right here. Hopefully the lights will be on tonight. It should be really cool to see in person. So look at how empty it is. Wow. Yeah, great time to be at SeaWorld. It's so empty today. We get to do things like this. Just walk up to the dolphins, by our lonesome, and interact with these beautiful creatures without paying anything. This is so cool. Normally this is something that we don't get to do. I got blowholed, I guess. I got spritzed with water, but this is so unbelievably cool. Walking up on Manta now. Look at how many people there are. There's no one. Oh, there's 3 people on that train. Alrighty, well, you know what we're gonna do for at least a little while here, as long as we don't have to buy a locker today. We're definitely going on Manta a heck of a lot, that is for sure. Ooh, for sure. We did buy a locker, so we have 1 hour to get as many rides as possible, but we've seen multiple trains with 1 people on it, so super excited to get a ride like that with 1 person in the back row. That's stupid. But sadly, I do not have my wrist strap because it's in Florida with Zach. Thanks a lot, Zach. So I only have my chest mount for my GoPro, so I will only be getting front-facing POVs, sadly. So if we do get a Zen ride, I'll tell you about it, but I won't be able to show you too well. Anyways, let's get on Manta.
Want to do the front?
Anyways, it seems like Merry Manta's going on, so I definitely got to get a front row ride ASAP. I'm super excited to check out the holiday overlay for Manta. So now I'm gonna stop talking. Let's get riding.
Manta.
7 or 8 rides on Manta later. I lost count. You guys will probably be able to see. As well as one of those rides feeling a little bizarre. Actually, it didn't seem quite right. Anyways, we're gonna go eat some food. I got the dining plan. It's on my right wrist, so it's right there. So I will be using that every hour of the day if I can. And I think I might stop right here at the fry cones because they're so good. I just got a oh my goodness, California cheesesteak. This thing looks insane, tastes great. I've already had one before, but I can get one of these every hour included with a drink and a side or dessert. It's just the best deal ever. Make sure you get a dining plan once you come here. So after indulging in our fry cone, which was delicious, and it does feed 2 people realistically. But anyways, we'll be able to eat in another hour. We're heading over to Bayside Sky Ride, something I've never done. It's kind of their, what would you call it? Gondola ride, that's it. It is their gondola ride over the bay, Mission Bay specifically, and you will get some amazing views up there, so I'm excited to go ride it. I've never ridden it before. It was down earlier in the year for just redoing of a lot of maintenance, but hopefully we'll have a good time on it. I'm excited. Now it is getting a little colder. It is near the end of November. We're getting into holiday season, but Shipwreck Rapids is back open, at least for right now, but no one wants to ride it because you will still get soaked, especially if you're hit by that waterfall right there. But that waterfall is turned down significantly compared to usual, but you still would get soaked. But I'm really tempted to go ride it today, just for the heck of it. But speaking of Shipwreck Rapids, it's got garland and ornaments all over it, and it's looking great. Now moving over to Tidal Twister. It is closed today, sadly. This is actually the first time I've seen it closed for the day. I would love to go ride it right now, but maintenance issues have definitely plagued this ride as of late and as of the past couple of months. So hopefully it gets running real soon and people can enjoy the ride yet again as well as me. I actually really enjoyed the ride myself. But besides that, Shipwreck, we did see 3 people riding just a little bit ago. So people are taking the plunge. Oh, there's actually a full raft right there. But besides that, we're heading over past Bayside Amphitheater and then over to the Bayside Sky Ride, which we can actually get on for free with our passes. All right, made it to Bayside Sky Ride with a wait time of 5 minutes, which is great. It's better than the 6 or the almost hour we saw. But speaking of 6, it's $6 for entry if you do not have a pass. So if you have a pass, this is free to you. But if you are just visiting for the day, it does cost $6. But let's go indulge on the Sky Ride. Okay, it's kind of scary. Oh, great. Thanks for letting me know that, Sammy. I appreciate it. I'm not terrified. So, I have a kind of crazy fear. Oh, look at the waterfront. That's so pretty. We should go take pictures down there because I'm a little basic boy. Besides that, though, I am actually quite terrified of rides that are only suspended by wires. Always have been, always will be. But it's a really beautiful view up here for the Bayside Sky Ride. I mean, look at the Bayside Amphitheater where they hold the Cirque show during summer. But also Manta, that view is awesome. We'll get more views of that later. But the marina right here, oh, as we give Bumpy but the main reason being out here is for a beautiful view of Mission Bay, which is right next to the park, and it is absolutely gorgeous out there today. It is a beautiful, beautiful day. And also, if you did not know, I'm with Sammy. I'm with Dorian. You turned a little late. I'm sorry, Sammy. If you want to wave, you can wave if you want. But yeah, so we're with. I'm with them. Yes.
It's okay.
We're with them. But it's really great to get this view.
Straight out right there, you can see Giant Dipper.
Oh yes, you can. Just peeking out in the treetops, Giant Dipper at Belmont Park. The wooden coaster is right there, which is really cool. Also, it's super windy up here, and I'm sorry if you can't hear any of this because of how the microphone acts with the wind. But yeah, ooh, look at that one.
That's a whale tail.
Oh,
whale tails. Shamu.
Well, it's technically a dolphin tail because they are part of the dolphin.
Okay, mister.
That's what I learned. Orca encounter at the
Orca encounter.
It's the best. Anyways, actually, I talk about that a little more in my comparison of SeaWorld San Diego and SeaWorld San Antonio, which I will be coming out very soon. I recorded audio for it already. I don't know why I'm talking so. I'm just like rambling like heck and back. Oh look, there's stuff right there.
There's a person dancing. Where? Oh.
cool.
Get it.
But there's stuff in the water because
video.
it's water. And hi Dorian. Oh look, advertising thing. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, research.
This lady is like
Going at it.
into it. Yeah.
I mean, that's cool, man. I don't. So, no. All right, we're off again. So, just to let you guys know, this Sky Ride does not lead towards anywhere in particular. It actually brings you straight back over to where you started. So we just made a U-turn, but regardless, it does end up in the same place that you start. So it does not lead anywhere. So you're not missing any part of the park.
Please sit down. I know, I love this view.
Also, this beautiful view of Electric Eel and soon to be Emperor, as well as San Diego proper with downtown in the distance is an absolutely gorgeous view you do not want to miss. I mean, obviously you can see it from the Sky Tower if it's open, or other places in the park like Electric Eel for 2 seconds, but this is by far the best view of the park as well as San Diego itself. And also you can get some really cool views of planes going by. And if you like plane spotting, thank you, appreciate it. It really means a lot. I was touched.
You're the one going that way.
Anyways,
Why are you telling me that?
we're probably gonna head towards something else next, because that's what you do at a park, right? But Manta's looking great.
Yeah.
Yep. If you couldn't tell, I run out of things to talk about very quickly. Well, I can if I'm talking about a certain subject that I know a lot about.
Quick, talk about Tidal Twister.
Tidal Twister, made by Skyline Attractions, opened in 2019, was a very successful media day. I appreciated it very much, and I rode it 7 times that day. It was actually really great. Loved the hang time on it. The air time is actually pretty great too.
Backwards
And the backwards, yes, and
Did you know this is one of the oldest Wonderland sky rides?
oh really? That's cool. Manta. Anyways, let's get off of this thing. Got structure, but they have large Django over here. This is the first time we've ever seen it open. Actually, it's never open because it's always taken up. But they also have this nice Christmas tree out, as well as some awesome statues, as well as a sleigh that you can take pictures in. Waterfront, one of my favorite parts of the park for sure. But let's hope this doesn't fall over too quick and onto my feet. Oh.
No, don't touch it. My Django brick.
Oh, all right, well done. Wow, this is gonna get bad in a second, I'm sure. Sammy, I think it's over.
Yeah.
Also, if you'd like, they have tons of lawn chairs that you can sit out on. Everything's looking great. Sammy's probably gonna lose a Jenga.
I'm afraid.
I think it's over.
Scared.
Oh, a pelican! Oh, a pelican! Oh, he's behind the trees now.
Pelican.
Oh. Anyways. So, this Jenga game is getting quite riveting. Anyways, I want to look at these 2 statues real quick. A dolphin, as well as a penguin. Penguin, very relevant, and the dolphin, of course, is just awesome. So, very, very cool. Definitely reminiscent of a merry-go-round or a carousel. I guess technically a merry-go-round because they aren't horses, but very, very cool pieces. I just filmed myself. I was gonna film it falling over. I forgot to switch sides on the camera.
Nice.
It fell. Dorian lost.
Hey,
I mean, you did.
the one made us lose. Yeah, it was my turn.
Anyways, I'm gonna take a picture real quick, and then I'm gonna go look at my pelican friend over here. It's so incredibly cool to see all these awesome aviary creatures out and about. So that's pelican right there. Not entirely sure what this guy is, and there's a lot of them actually. And then you have another pelican just beyond him, just chilling there in the water. Super cool. It's another magical thing about being at SeaWorld, especially on the waterfront, and on the Bayside Sky Ride, which is just above me. You get amazing views of Mission Bay, which is really active, it would seem, especially for birds as well as fish. Next up, one of my favorites at the park, Riptide Rescue. Probably my favorite flat ride, I would say, but there's not really too many flat rides over here. But let's get on if it's open. right, well, next stop after our thrilling ride on Riptide Rescue. Actually, it was a Zen ride. It was only the 3 of us, 1 on each arm, and it was a lot of fun. But now we're heading into Shark Encounter, one of my favorite exhibits in the whole park. Really excited to get back in here. So you can see wreaths have been placed on either side as well as the lights. So I'm very interested to see if they decorated inside as well, and it looks like they have, with Christmas lights all over the palm trees, which is awesome. What's a joke?
Where do sharks live during Christmas?
Where? Good one. Yeah, it really is quite deserted today. Weekdays are where it's at, I guess. So in the shark nursery, there are actual baby sharks out right now. Really cool to see this finally. I haven't seen this ever because they're usually hiding, but they're out and about today because of how quiet it is. Well, this is a sight that I'm not used to. Oh my goodness, just us in here. As well as
really big fish.
As well as incredibly big fish and amazingly awesome sharks.
Hello, buddy. How are you? What's up? So big.
But yeah, this is definitely not something I'm used to with it being so quiet in here. I'm kind of glad they have Christmas theming song, like a song going on right now. So it's Jingle Bells instead of the heartbeat that's usually going on. With the heartbeat, I'd probably be a little freaked out with how quiet it is in here right now. But we of course are inside the tank itself, underneath. It's really cool to see all these beautiful sharks up close. Also, sharks are not as bad as you think. You should do some research. Did you know it's more likely to be killed by a vending machine than it is to be killed by a shark? Fun fact. Or should I say a parks fact? Hey-o, I'm gonna start that again, sure. Lots of rambling today. But anyways, that concludes our shark encounter. Well, we actually just came through the back entrance of Turtle Reef through the gift shop, and you get a beautiful view of turtles. The last time I saw turtles was in San Antonio. You can check out that blog up top. Oh, poor guy. Little bonk. But it's crazy to think that all that separates us is some glass. Absolutely insane. So actually, they have educational games over in Turtle Reef that I've never been able to check out before. I'm the blue turtle. I gotta eat jellyfish, so I gotta rotate myself. I missed the jellyfish. Oh, I'm a leatherback. Got it. But this is really cool. Super informational as well.
Yes, I do eat sponges.
Oh, got it. So just finished up the little game. Ow, Dorian, thanks. Really super fun, super educational as well, teaching about the dangers of the open ocean from human waste and things. So like trash bags, nets, everything. But I ended up winning. I laid 89 eggs like a boss. So, and speaking of turtles though, I mean, one's right there. But there is a quite cool Christmas tree in here next to the actually quite empty exhibit right now of Turtle Reef. Lots of activity going on too. Outside of Calypso Bay Smokehouse, they have some purple trees and also some other cool trees as well. I'm also totally okay with saying that in public as loud as I am because there's no one here and I feel cool about it. Anyways, we're actually heading over to see the newborn dolphin that is over here, so I'm super excited to see her or he. I actually don't know as of right now, but I'm super excited to see a baby dolphin for the first time ever. Well, there she is. Swimming with Mama, I believe. Oh, that's so cool. So small. Oh, killing me. Also, they are doing some professional photography out here right now, but oh, she's so cute. So Electric Eel only has about 3 rows filled, and we are heading over this way. We're probably going to ride Journey or maybe Wild Arctic, or maybe even go through Penguin Encounter real quick, but it's kind of crazy to see it this empty. All right, up next, Journey to Atlantis. Really, we're doing this just to get a great view of Emperor. Not to get wet, but we're going to get soaked anyways, but we've been seeing tons of empty cars or boats going out nonstop, so it's going to be something. At least it's a walk-on. So, we just rode Journey to Atlantis. Got pretty wet, at least on my upper half. Sadly, my GoPro decided to not work, so we don't have any footage from there. I would have loved to get a shot from Emperor, but it was kind of hard to see anyways because there are trees all blocking those pieces of track that are vertical. The journey, not too bad, but a lot of mist and a lot of really intense cold for a little bit. Well, let's head over towards Penguin Encounter or Wild Arctic, one of the two, and check out some of the animal exhibits, as well as maybe ride Wild Arctic just to ride it. Well, we can. But we've come up upon Rudolph's Christmas Town, which is over by Wild Arctic. Very excited to see what's over here. I think there's a meet and greet with Rudolph himself. But yeah, very excited. Actually, I can see some stuff already. It looks really great from here. Well, I guess we're riding Wild Arctic. Well, I mean, might as well ride it, because I haven't ridden it since February, so it'll be interesting to ride it. Oh, we still have 9 minutes till our next flight. Oh yeah. Thank you, I definitely will. I'm so ready. Alright, let's board our helicopter, shall we? So, Wild Arctic was quite the interesting experience. Such an interesting simulation ride, but we finally made it to Base Station Wild Arctic. We're looking at the belugas, but you can also see a microphone in the exhibit. Really interesting. That's right there, as well as a crane right there for Emperor, just in the background. Came up to the seals as well, looking beautiful as usual. There is also another microphone right there, which is really interesting, but it's cold. I'm cold. I want to sunbathe right here, just this spot right here. Walruses doing their thing as usual, being big, quite lovable looking creatures. So we're over by where Rudolph will be a little later. You can see this massive Christmas tree out and a beautiful setting for some meet and greets, and as well as some storytelling, as well as a tree lighting ceremony, which should be awesome. But we're actually gonna go into Penguin Encounter in just a second. But the holiday pizza and mac and cheese stall is just opened up, and they have yummy bacon, crunchy sweet potato and cheddar cheese mac and cheese, or just pure mac and cheese if you'd like. And for pizza, they have sausage, red and green peppers, spinach and mushrooms, or tomato sauce and mozzarella cheese. Really interesting. Probably won't get anything from here, but let's head into Penguin Encounter to check out some emperor penguins, as well as tons of other types of penguins, like other ones. Yep. So here you can see the inspiration for the emperor name and theme for the dive coaster, but you could totally see awesome what penguins all about, including macaronis, gentoos.
And that hammerhead 143-foot drop right there.
Oh yeah. But realistically, the coaster has dived to emperor penguins diving into the water itself, which is cool. Yes, zero G-roll.
Wow, that's an
But
amazing cutback right there.
oh, I love penguins.
Look at that implement right there, man.
So came into a quick little gift shop right outside Penguin Encounter. They've got some awesome Rudolph-themed merchandise, like mugs for $11 of Bumble. And also, speaking of Bumble, they have a onesie that is $35. Not a big fan of the material itself. It's a little thin, I think, but definitely not a bad price for a onesie like that. They've got light-up shirts with Rudolph featured on it. It's looking fantastic. Also, some pajama pants with Bumble if you'd like. And moving over here, they do have a Rudolph and Clarice themed onesie as well, and I believe these are also $35. Yes, $35. Also the same material though, so not a big fan of the material, but awesome to see these. So for part of the meal plan, we came over to Calypso Bay, got some mac and cheese. I also got myself a chocolate cake just to have for right now, but in an hour we'll get another meal, and Dorian and I will probably share something or something. We'll see, but that's the magic of getting this every hour. Well, next up, we're going on Electric Eel because it's a 5-minute wait, and there's literally 3 people on that train. Might as well go ride it and have some extreme strolls in the day. pretty great ride on the third to back row on electric eel. Pretty forceful, pretty filled with airtime. It's great, as usual. But now we're actually gonna head back out to our cars. I gotta go grab some extra jackets because it's already getting super cold. But wow, we're seeing holidays start up at the park like crazy. Christmas Town is actually open, or I believe it's technically Sesame Street's Christmas Village as of this year. But we're also coming up across the entrance of the Ocean Explorer area, and there's this giant tunnel of lights. I'll show this to you right now. But it looks absolutely awesome. Can't wait to see all of these lights lit up in the near future. All right, just made the quick stroll back to our cars, as well as got a little extra close look at Emperor, which was really cool. But all we needed to do was put our ham stamp on once we exited, and then we were able to come right back in, which was awesome. But now we're gonna head over to the Orcas to check out some changes in their exhibit, which are supposedly awesome. So I'm excited for that. And then after that, it's Christmas time. We're gonna go check out Christmas Village. We're gonna go check out all the Christmas stuff everywhere, because it really is everywhere.
Christmas is starting, man.
Yes. Oh yeah. We made our way back to Christmas gifts, and you can see there are stuffed animals galore, as well as some Coca-Cola merch and necklaces, as well as other stuffed animals over there, and tons of little ornaments and statuettes. I love this. This is awesome. It's definitely that time of year, and I hate to say it because like I want people to celebrate Thanksgiving still, which is next week, but I mean, definitely seems to be out, that's for sure. But look at this thing. Oh my goodness, how much for this little guy? 25 bucks for a candy cane holding hedgehog? Question mark? But they have a sloth here too. Super cool stuff. So pass holder preview is starting up in about an hour, but they have now started giving out free ornaments for pass holders. And we do now have to wait in this incredibly long line. But we get a free ornament out of it for being pass holders, and you can see some of the lights starting to appear on the trees. Well, we thought the line was ending. Nope, we're going past Turtle Reef and past Shark Encounter. What the heck? Well, we thought it was ending over here. Nope, it's going all the way back there. It's going back to Manta. Oh my goodness. The trees are lighting up and looking awesome. Can't wait to see everything going on. But we've almost made it to the pavilion. Oh my gosh, the pavilion. But we will be receiving our free ornament in here. It's been about 25 minutes of waiting in this line. So it's been moving relatively quickly, but not quick enough. All right, finally got our ornaments about 30 minutes after starting to wait. Right outside the pavilion. We actually got it inside. Awesome looking ornament for the 55th anniversary of SeaWorld though. Definitely will put it on the tree. But now, let's get into the Christmas spirit with going to watch some Christmas shows. Also, look at that sunset. It's so pretty. Well, we're going into the Nautilus Amphitheater to check out Winter Wonderland on Ice, which starts at 5:15. So we got about 30 minutes, but it is a ice skating show. Super excited for it. I haven't seen an ice skating show since I saw Snoopy on ice like 8 years ago. So let's go do this. Stage is looking awesome. Got some projections as well. But look at Sky Tower, all lit up. So, just got out of Winter Wonderland on ice. That was great. That was actually the first public show ever for that show in the Nautilus Amphitheater. Great ice skating. Fantastic job by everybody out there. And I did find it very interesting. A lot of the crowd ended up leaving a good 5 minutes before the actual show would end because they figured it was the end because Santa Claus came out. So Santa Claus kind of comes out in the middle of the show and then he comes back again at the end of the show, which was very interesting to me because when Santa came out, most people were like, oh, it's over now. Okay, big finale. But that wasn't the case. There was still like 3 more acts. But besides that, really great show. If you want to go check it out, definitely, I recommend it. But now we're going to head to the back of the park to experience a Cirque Christmas. So that will be awesome. Also, that is the first showing of that show as well, which we're going to hopefully make it, but we'll see. We have to get all the way to the back of the park and, of course, find a seat. And that theater that it's in is quite small. So we'll just have to wait and see. But I'm looking at Sky Tower right now. It's looking awesome. But here's just a quick look at Sky Tower at night. I'll get a better look at this a little later on, but we're kind of sprinting right now to get to the back of the park. So I apologize for my shaky hands, but it's looking great. All around Dolphin Amphitheater, there's also lights, and especially where the Sea Lions live show is too. Those trees wrapped like candy canes. I'll get some awesome shots of these later, I hope. We're just still sprinting. Well, the showing has hit capacity, so we'll have to try and make the second showing of the night. We're probably going to have to get here like an hour beforehand. Ooh. So now we're going to head back to Sesame Street Christmas Village because we cannot see Cirque right now since the show is at capacity. We will come back for that in a little bit of time. But I'm very excited to see all the lights and all of just everything in Christmas Village since it'll be my first time ever seeing that.
Wait, now I gotta see what the lights look like.
The light really illuminates the area. It's kind of crazy. Walking up towards Ocean Explorer, of course, Sesame Street Christmas Village has one entrance right there, but we wanted to walk through the light up tunnel right here, which is no longer. Oh, hello!
Okay.
This is awesome to be walking through. Absolutely fantastic. I love this. I wish every park had something like this, like at all times. It'd be amazing. All right, here we are, Sesame Street Christmas Village. Not as grand an entrance over here, I don't think, but we got Bert and Elmo right here. What the? That was out of nowhere. But we're gonna try and avoid the crowds here. Lots of lights, lots of food over here, so I'm gonna give you the lowdown on what's over here. Christmas trees, photo opportunities with Mrs. Claus, and I'm sure Mr. Claus is somewhere around here. But tons of lights everywhere, even a potential mini stage for some carolers, which is really cool. But besides that, you can see Santa's cottage is right here, so you can meet Santa right there. There is quite the line for it. Kettle corn is right there. Cinnamon rolls and donut holes behind Dorian's fat head. And this is awesome. Well, we've come up to cinnamon rolls and donut holes. I'm gonna get myself a maple bacon cream cheese glazed cinnamon roll. Should be great. Well, here's a look at the maple bacon cinnamon roll. Pretty crazily topped with bacon. Super excited to try this out. So for the cinnamon roll with maple bacon cream cheese, really good. But it really just was a cinnamon roll with bacon on top of it and lots of it, which I mean wasn't bad. I don't know if it was necessarily the taste I wanted right now. I kind of wanted more sweet instead of sweet and salty, but still very good. Definitely worth the money too. Also, just right next to Explorers Cafe, they have the Christmas shop for all your Christmas needs, like all of them. Tons of stuffed animals, bubble wands, hats themed to orca tails for like Santa. Tons of Christmas items, and like, yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. Also, if you want the Sesame Street characters dressed up for Christmas, you can get them here as well, because it is technically Sesame Street Christmas Village. But just to mention this sweater real quick, it is like their seasonal sweater for the area. It is super soft on the inside, $41.99 for this. Really kind of actually cool. Also, for $55, you can get this awesome Christmas sweater with Cookie Monster and Nom Nom Nom. If it was a little cheaper, I probably would purchase it right now, but I should probably save money. But this is actually great quality, and I'm actually really tempted. But it is double XL, a little big for me. Also, this is the shop for all your nut cracking needs right here. Absolutely tons of nutcrackers for your enjoyment. So we're walking back towards where Rudolph is. They also have this nativity scene on the walkway in between Nautilus Amphitheater and Electric Eel. So that's kind of interesting and kind of cool. But we're going to Rudolph right now. Oh, that's a bright light. Oh my gosh. But very interested to see how this area is lit up and decorated. So over in Rudolph's Christmas Town, they have multiple live acts of music as well as storytelling and a beautiful lit up Christmas tree. This is really cool. Loving all the trees out and about with all these awesome lights in them. I mean, you can't take your eyes off Sky Tower. But we are heading back to Cirque an hour and 30 minutes early compared to the next showing. So hopefully we'll be able to get into the show. But the line for ornaments, free ornaments for pass holders, has not died down at all, it would seem. All right, so the line actually does end right next to Turtle Reef with its awesome lighting over here. So, it is a heck of a lot shorter than it used to be, but it's still pretty dang long for that free ornament. But hopefully they don't run out in too quick a time, because last year I'm pretty sure they ran out within an hour or so. So it has been almost 2 hours now, so it does seem like they're doing a better job of keeping the ornaments in the boxes for every single pass holder to get one. So an hour and 15 minutes before Cirque Christmas, this is the line. We're gonna have to go all the way back there. It's definitely hitting capacity within the next 5-10 minutes at this rate. Hopefully we'll be able to make it into the show before it hits capacity inside this smaller theater. So we're actually on the back side of the theater right now. There is a max capacity of 700 in this theater. It's gonna be real tight, and I'm wondering whether we wait the hour and 15 minutes just to wait to see if it hits capacity before we get in. All right, we made it in. Well, not into the building yet, but let's go see Cirque Christmas. Well, we were able to find seats really close up to the stage, but at least we're near the center. So just got out of Cirque Christmas. Tidal Twister is this way as well as Shipwreck, and this area is closed off. So they will close this area off, it would seem, which is fair. Tidal Twister isn't open right now, so there's not really anything to do that way. But something right here is Manta, so we'll probably hit up this after potentially getting a food item of our liking. So Cirque Christmas, really enjoyed every single act. I actually did end up filming there, but only problem, it's only 15 minutes long. whereas the ice skating show, Winter Wonderland on Ice, is a full 27 minutes. That's my only problem with Cirque Christmas. It was only 15 minutes long. We ended up waiting an hour and a half for it. I think it was still a fantastic show, just too short. I wish there was one or two more acts at least, but really enjoyed all the separate acts. I think the ballerina was probably my favorite, followed by the seesaw. But yeah, just thought it was too short, but still fantastic show overall. Now we're probably gonna eat something as I go into the darkness, you can see, and then we're probably gonna get some rides on Manta, if anything. It looks like the line is non-existent too. It was blurry half the time. So just picked up another meal at Mama Stella's, and right outside they were handing out free cookies for the pass holder preview. Super awesome. Grabbed ourselves some sugar cookies and sat right next to Manta's first launch. So just finished up a quick meal at Mama Stella's. Also had a delicious free sugar cookie. That was great. Walking straight next to the launch. It's actually right here. The first launch for Manta is right there. There's actually this hidden pathway. Speaking of which, it's actually just about to come out right now. Very cool. But it's right next to the restrooms over next to Sea Lions Live and that whole area. So we're actually, speaking of Sea Lions Live, we're heading to the last showing of their holiday edition right now. It starts in about 6 minutes. So hopefully most of the seats are still open because it is quite late. It's almost 9 o'clock. So hopefully most people have left by now. So hopefully we can get some decent seats and check out this cool holiday version of the show.
With the kids jingle belling now. Oh, Hatchimals, got it. Okay.
All right, Clyde.
What do we have here?
Hey, thanks, big guy. Look.
Oh, cool.
It's an annual pass holder ornament.
Oh. Why are there so many?
Because it's the gift that keeps on giving.
Title Twister. Hey, does this work?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. But wait, we're not done yet. Okay, go.
Well, Frosty, the snowman, will take move.
Meanwhile. Bar. Okay. Wow, see that? Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year. Let's celebrate.
Oh, all the trees are on.
So just got out of the Sea Lions Live Christmas special. Really, really kind of funny. Not the best Sea Lion show I've seen, but you can definitely tell they were working through some of the kinks with everything. But I'll speak in just a second. Anyways, as I'm illuminated by these beautiful blue trees next to Dolphin Amphitheater. Anyways, as I was saying before I got interrupted again and also took a restroom break. Also, this restroom right next to Pineapple Pizza is really nice.
Bathroom review at SeaWorld.
Well, as long as people don't pee on the seats.
You need to do another bathroom.
I hate cleaning that up, by the way. It's like the worst thing ever. It's so gross. Anyways, moving on. The Christmas special for Sea Lions Live was quite enjoyable. The dig at Title Twister was a big oof. And Dorian laughed his pants off with that. Besides that, though, definitely still getting the handle on a lot of the jokes as well as a lot of what's going on in the show, you could tell. But besides that, still very short in comparison to usual. Biff even stated, he was like, well, it's going to be a 25-minute long show. And then it was done by 9:15 after starting exactly at 9. So that's my only real problem. It was short as well. Same with Cirque Christmas. But besides that, really enjoyable, great for the kids as well as even, I would say, adults, especially if you get some inside jokes with SeaWorld. But anyways, I think we're heading to Manta now. Get a couple more rides in before we head out for the night, though. Well, we're going into Manta. This is an animal I never knew was in this tank. I didn't know they had sturgeons in here. It's so big. Also, if you did not know, sturgeons are actually the main fish that caviar come from. But I've never seen a sturgeon in real life. That's huge.
Lighting.
So, yeah, I know the lighting's fantastic on the bridge. But look at that. Oh yeah. Oh, thanks, Dorian. Appreciate it. Anyways, we're in front of Manta. We're heading out now. Ah, that's bright. That's so bright. I love it though. It looks great. Also, don't film up my nose. It's kind of gross, man. Oh, thank you. We just rode Manta for the 11th, 12th time. I don't even know. But we're probably gonna head out now. We still got about 10 minutes till the park closed, but we've got a 2-hour drive home, so might as well make that journey now instead of later. La Rotterdam would be great, or sorry, La Rotterdam, because it is Manta, would be fantastic. But I think it's best we head home. But I'm just trying to lose Dorian at this point. Wow, that was great. Anyways, let's head out. Well, before we head out, we had to come back to the tunnel. It's so cool. Well, while we are heading out as of right now, this view with the 2 Christmas trees, one right behind the other, is really a cool vantage point right here, especially where I'm standing right here. But of course, this Christmas tree is lit up in quite an awesome fashion in front of the front entrance itself. But, oh, crazy. So I know this is a little dark, but we've just finished up with the Halloween Spooktacular Christmas celebration now all the way through January 5th, 2020. Absolutely awesome. Definitely come check it out if you are a SeaWorld pass holder especially, and if you just want something to do in the San Diego area and you want some awesome entertainment as well as some awesome rides. Thanks, Dorian, again, my light guy. Definitely make sure to check it out. But we had a fantastic time visiting SeaWorld San Diego for their pass holder preview for their Christmas celebration. It's awesome. Had a lot of fun, and especially with Manta and all the shows and all the exhibits, we just had a great time, especially with how empty it was during the weekday before, of course, the pass holder preview started up. It was just so incredibly empty that we could have done whatever we wanted, which was amazing. And also, Emperor is looking great. If you want to see that update, it's right here, or I've already linked it before. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you like stuff like this, or as well as updates and reviews, make sure to subscribe. I'm going to have tons more in the near future. But until next time, we'll see you on the next ride.